Distiller, Rabbi Ben Tarabello, on the Everything But the Bottle podcast. This is our wonderful Sunday for April 19th, 2026, and we're discussing the market, the alcohol space. It is no more a throw it at it and it will sell market. It has matured with a stronger emphasis on the premium brands as well as ready to drink brands. These are two consumer markets that have to be addressed separately. The luxury market is growing only because people are drinking less. For example, the wine priced right $5 a bottle has no movement. Those consumers are switching over to the ready to drink RTDs, cocktails, as well as non-alcoholic alternatives. This is being driven by the health industry, as well as a greater awareness of what it does to your bottom line on your wallet. A tremendous purchase, a very high volume purchase of lower priced beer definitely affects you much more than a once in a while premium bottle of spirit. Though it sounds odd, that is a math that is going through many people's brains. Maybe Caleb Hammer can help you with that one. Overall, the beer market is therefore shrinking, as beer is one of those take a swig, cheap, move on. The wine market is not doing much better. Definitely considered much less convenience. People are having less family time, less time out to celebrate with friends, which is the main market of a cheaper wine. However, people are still having momentous occasions, bringing up the need for premium bottles of wine. Luxury bottles are selling well, so sparkling bottles are selling well. People that do want to drink wine but are somewhat conscious or want to view themselves as being conscious of health and the environment are buying much more onto sustainable organic wine, which is a growing industry. Now, there's of course a huge growth on those direct-to-consumer wines that are sold directly to consumers via their own website or through host websites such as TTP Math, where we host your website, white brand it, and connect you with consumers. This, of course, plays right into the wine tourism destinations. Wineries that have a destination for people to come have seen the growth. That's because people that come sign up for newsletters are interested and are now emotionally involved, giving them the first come when it comes to celebrations and other needs when wine is needed. Using that, building it onto ttmath.com, incorporating the follow the bottle process really makes your consumers keep coming back. They become your fan base and grows accordingly. There, again, is generally reserved for a premium winery that gives tours, and being a destination as a mass-produced factory is definitely not an attraction, at least in selling your wine. The niche, small boutique winery has the upper hand over here. Now, the categories tequila and agave spirits is still growing, not like it was for a while. Again, you need a premium brand with name recognition. Otherwise, you are crowded out. Small distilleries, when they can win, is when they're small, grow a local brand, and build on that. We've seen tremendous growth action that is people are moving away from what they feel is a generic and tasteless, mass-produced branding of higher premium brands. However, many distilleries cannot even budget for that, leading them to be forced to close. Think about it as local luxury inns. However, if you're on TTD Math and they don't want to sound cheesy, they will help you get over that hump. Ready to drinks, we've spoken about. People don't have time. You're feeding into the no time, I'll give it to you for a dime attitude. Let it be ready, let it be delicious. Make sure it's organic and doesn't taste like chemicals, and you pretty much have it sold. The trend is, to sum it all up, very simple. Fewer people are drinking these days. Lower alcohol volume. People want to sleep well. They want to get up without a hangover. They got to get to work. The ingredients have to be clean ingredients. It has to serve a purpose. That's why they're buying. Much less drinking to drink, which frankly I think is a good thing. And of course, non-alcoholic, but alcoholish, if I could say, style drinking. For special occasions for the non-alcoholic drinker, something that was totally out of style a couple years back. Consumers are still splurging when there's a happy occasion. You see it all over. They're just being much more selective. They want a spirit or a wine that fits in with their overall personality and not just to impress their friends. The volume you'll see them drinking today is on when they're traveling, dining, or celebrations. Again, much more stress on good reasons, not just to drink because you're with a pack of beer. So, with that, who's winning and who's losing? The public companies or styles that are winning are the premium products, even on beer, which has been devastated with a tremendous downturn on microbreweries, premium imported beers, because people like the feeling of being from an abbey in Europe or whatever, tequila, ready to drinks, non-alcoholic standouts, and small market companies. The biggest losers are the value wine, all the standard beers, and everything else just about. Stay tuned for our next week's Sunday edition. Of course, if you're on one of the lines and have something to add, you better reach out, tag below, and keep those comments coming. We love it. Stay tuned for the final kickback.